Fahrenheit 451 is the adaptation of the classic written by Bradbury. It's directed and written by Ramin Bahrani and it stars Michael B. Jordan and Michael Shannon. The film takes place in the future where firemen don't put out fires but instead start them to burn books and everything that has the history of humanity basically. And one day Michael B. Jordan starts to question, why do they burn books? Why do they want to get rid of history and of art and of basically anything that makes us think and anything that makes us have free will and freedom of thought? I was excited for this film in the sense that it starred two great actors who have played maybe two villains that belong in the greatest villains in comic book movies history. I love these two and they are the best part of this film. Michael B. Jordan and Michael Shannon elevate the material they are given. The two have a back and forth relationship that is just great and it plays on several levels. Michael B. Jordan is basically a protege of Michael Shannon. He wants Michael B. Jordan to raise up the ranks, to replace him as captain when eventually he retires, and the relationship of the two work great as one has this very cocky attitude. He likes what he does until he starts to question it, while Michael Shannon is a very stern, very serious, very by the rules guy who just believes the new story of the world after a second civil war supposedly happened, and that is one of the reasons why they are doing this. So Michael B. Jordan one day starts to question it. But this movie stops being good after you look into the relationship of these two. You can see that this film was made much more for its topical nature right now than it was for adapting what is the true essence of this classic. Now, I have never read the book, so I have no relationship to the book, whether I'm judging the film to be bad or good. My best friend read the book. I have heard this book is great. I have heard that it's a classic. I know of the existence of this book even though I never read it. This film just sucks. Fahrenheit 451, as I said, is based on a true classic of literature that looks back on several other classics of literature, of film, of music. It's basically a futuristic look at what happened while the Nazi regime was in power with the Third Reich, and Hitler demanded that every painting and every book and every piece of music and just everything was safeguarded for himself and not be allowed to be in the hands of the rest of humanity. The film is extremely topical. You can see right away how it wants to attack Trump's America. And hey, I personally am all for that, but if you're going to leave a film like this that has this type of source material, that has this powerful of a thematic theme right there on a surface level, just don't do it. The film wants to burn bright just as the book does, but it's just a little flame compared to it. The main question of this film, and the characters literally say it at certain points, is why do we burn? Don't hope to get your question answered in this film. It doesn't. You never delve into why Michael B. Jordan questions why they do what they do. You never delve into if anyone else questions why they do what they do. There's one really great sequence where Michael B. Jordan, without spoiling anything, meets these people who are each of them memorizing one book so they can safeguard this knowledge for the future, to spread it around for the rest of humanity again. But it's literally one scene. You never dive more into that. You never try to understand these characters. At least the film doesn't, and it was by far the most compelling aspect, one scene. And don't even get me started on the ending of this film. Again, I didn't read the book, I don't know how the book ends, I don't know if this is any way similar to the book, but the ending of this film, I could tell right away what it was, and it's just stupid in so many levels. This film doesn't dive into anything. It doesn't approach any of its themes. It presents them, they are there, but the film just brushes them aside and leaves them there just to focus on the antagonistic relationship between these two characters that grow apart throughout the film, only for you to understand their motivations, but not understand where they come from. You don't understand this world. This world doesn't make any sense. The world building is atrocious. Michael B. Jordan and Michael Shannon enrich this film every time they are on screen, and especially every time they are on screen together. Each time one of them speaks, you question if these two characters never actually read the book, because some of the stuff they say is extremely quotable and clearly from some book. Fahrenheit 451 is a disappointment. I really want to read this book. The premise is interesting, the thematic nature of it is extremely rich, and I can't wait to dive into it unlike this film did. This film felt weird from the moment I saw that it was going direct to TV, even if it was HBO. But after watching it, it was clear why. Because it made me feel like Clark Gregg. What did you think of Fahrenheit 451, my beautiful geekies? Have you read the book? Have you not? Have you watched any of the other versions of the film? Thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Go check out my live spoilers Q&A for Deadpool 2, even though now it's not live, and check out my review for Arrow Season 6. I'm still bringing you my review for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5, and so until then, you stay beautiful, you stay geeky, and if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button and the bell so you can be geeky united!